Hello. I'm about to go get my hair cut. It's been probably since summer. I think summer was the last time I got it cut, and it has gotten really long. I've been cutting my bangs myself, which is why they look horrible. I'm excited to get those cleaned up. I'm currently reading The Loved and Envied by Enid Bagnold. I've never read anything by this author before. She was an English author. This book is apparently based on Lady Diana Cooper, who the name sounds familiar, but I'm not familiar personally with her myself. But Enid Bagnold sounds like a very interesting person. She had a circle of very interesting artistic friends. I'm only on page 28, but I'm enjoying it. So that will also go in my bag. I'm also gonna bring a bag of perfumes with me because, so the girl who cuts my hair, last time I was there was August or September. No, I think it was late August. And she was telling me how she's getting married in like a month or two, and that she's still trying to pick out her wedding perfume. And I was telling her that I would bring some of the perfumes I get in PR that I'm realistically not going to wear, but smell amazing. I had scheduled a bang trim that was before her wedding, so I was going to bring the perfumes then, but then I had to go to New York, so I rescheduled. Pretty sure her wedding has passed. I'm curious to know what perfume she ended up wearing. But anyways, I'm still going to bring these perfumes for her, and she can share them with the other people who work there, or they can do whatever they want with them. I'm happy that these will find a new home. I need to put a jacket on because it looks very cold outside. It's cloudy and dreary. To be honest, I don't really feel good right now, which is weird. Knock on wood, I don't get sick. I'm gonna wear my brown trench coat. This is from this brand, The Aperture. I also think it's for men. I like to tie it at the waist. As for perfume, I'm gonna wear Sniff's Heal the Way just because it's sitting right in front of my face, and this is a nice cozy scent. The other two times I went to get my hair cut, it rained on those days. What is the science? That was Diptyque's Eau d'Oil. I'm 20 minutes early to this appointment, and actually Capitol Hill Books is down the street, which is a used bookstore I really like. But 20 minutes isn't enough time for me to pop in, so I think I'm just gonna wait here in my car for about 10 minutes. And then walk over to the hair salon. It's like a 15-minute walk. I don't even know what I'm gonna do to my hair, to be honest. I just want a trim. I don't really like having long hair, if I'm honest, but I don't think I can pull off short hair. So maybe we're gonna go a mid. Fix up my bangs. Yeah, nothing interesting. Maybe I'll go to the bookstore after. Guys, my bangs are really short. Oh my god. I'm actually a little bit confused how this has happened. I always get my bangs cut right beneath or right at my eyebrows. This time though, I asked her, after she cut them to my eyebrows, I asked her to make them look more casual instead of very like blocky and straight. I used to cut my bangs really short like years ago, but I don't think I can pull this off anymore, and I don't think I did back then. I'm not upset or anything, I'm just not used to my bangs being this short. I do like how she cut my hair, the length of it, and I always love when you get a fresh haircut and it's very blunt at the bottom. Yeah. So that's me right now. Yesterday I meant to vlog after getting a haircut, but I felt kind of sick, and even right now I don't feel normal. It doesn't feel like a cold because I don't really have a runny nose. I did last night though. I do feel sick though, like from the smallest tasks, I feel winded, I feel lethargic, and my body's kind of achy, so please, I don't want the flu. But with me, I always say this, whenever I get sick, I can power through pretty much anything as long as there's no nausea. I become very melodramatic if I'm experiencing nausea. So I'm gonna carry on as usual. I was about to write and send my holiday cards. I like to send or give holiday cards every year. I just love snail mail. I love cards. I love letters. And growing up, you know how your family would get a bunch of holiday cards from everyone they know and then they would be displayed on the mantle. I love that. We need to continue this. This year I got cards from multiple places. These are from Saturn 9 Press. I'm going to start filling them out. My hair is reminding me of someone, but I don't know who. I'll show you the cards I got. I got a few of each so I could send to everyone I know. This fox one. I like how these are on textured paper and have a rough edge. So I have a few of those. Peace is always beautiful. Walt Whitman. With another little note inside. Man, I don't feel good, guys. Let's see how long I do this for. Animal tracks in the snow. How interesting. Look at the different animal tracks. I like the look of the squirrels. Oh, there's more in the back. Very informative. I love knowing this. Okay. I also bought 2 packs of these stickers that say don't change. Also, look at these USPS Goodnight Moon stamps. First, I need to make a list of who I actually am going to send cards to. Need to be cutthroat. I'm just kidding. One down. All right, guys, I did about 6 cards, but I'm feeling kind of queasy right now, so I'm gonna pause and continue this maybe tomorrow. I think I'm gonna make myself some soup. I wish it was a permissible time to go to bed. I mean, I guess I could. It's several hours later. Someone had lost their phone outside, like on the street. I kept hearing it ring, and I stupidly thought it was the ice cream man in late November, and that they kept circling back. I don't know. Eventually, I went to go find out what the sound was, and I found this person's phone. They got their phone back, so I want to do a book declutter because, as you know, I have a lot of books, and I don't really think that I need to keep a hold of them. Of course, I love libraries, and I would love to have my own library. However, I want it to be a library of books that I really love and want to revisit. I do enjoy donating books, and I do think some books need to be passed on, ones that I've already read and don't feel the need to keep hold of, and 2, books that I realistically just don't think I'm going to read. I have The Ascent of Rum Doodle by W.E. Bowman. I really enjoyed this book. I thought it was hilarious, and I have a weird interest in Mount Everest. I don't think I need to own this. I think someone else will enjoy reading this. A Clockwork Orange. I've had this book for a very, very long time. I read this when I was quite young, probably too young to read it, and I loved it. I still love this book, to be honest. It took me a moment to get into it because of I think it's called NADSAT. I don't necessarily think I need to hold on to it though. Ray Bradbury's Dandelion Wine. I read this 2 years ago. I underlined in it. No, I can't. Okay. This is my old copy of Persuasion that I read when I was little. Did underline in this. I didn't annotate though. I still bracket like that. Certain things I prefer to put in brackets, and then other things I categorize as worthy of an underline. I don't know why I underlined that. Yeah, I can't donate this. Margaret Atwood's Surfacing. I think this can go. Watership Down. I actually haven't read this, but I want to. I just don't really like this copy, if I'm honest. I wonder if this has underlines in it. I don't really like Emma. Oh wait, I think my name is in here. Yes. Oh, no, I can't. Okay, I think I can get rid of Chekhov's The Shooting Party, although I really love this cover. I did not love this book. I remember when I reviewed this, people told me that I need to give him another try, specifically his plays and not his novels. Between the World and Me by Ta-Nehisi Coates. I've had this for a long time as well. I think I should pass this along. This was either on the short
or long list for the 2021 International Booker Prize, and this year I was trying to read all of them. I did really like this, and from this year, I think it was one of the few that I did actually like. I'm not sure if that was the year that that book won, The Discontent of Evening. Since that book won, I feel like the Booker and I have been in a toxic relationship. I decided, like, I'm done with you. And then I keep returning to see what's on the short list and the long list. Even though I did like this one, I am gonna donate it. My Crime and Punishment, I'm gonna keep this because I think this cover is funny. And I remember when I reviewed this, people said that people were like, why is he kind of handsome? And I think that's funny. This isn't my usual vibe, but I think it's cute. The Idiot. Oh my God, it's so dusty. I'm gonna keep this. Invisible Man. This is my copy that I annotated for school, so I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep this. I will be keeping all three of these. I'll keep this because I annotated in this quite a lot. The Paris Review interviews. These are just interviews with well-known authors. If you're into writing, I recommend this. And they have many, many volumes. Elena Knows by Claudia Pinheiro. I'm keeping this. I love it. It's one of my favorite books. The God of Small Things. I did like this. I was moved, however, the ending was interesting. I think I'm gonna donate this, even though I really liked it. Keeping That Mad Ache by Sagan, and also The Mysteries of Udolpho, really liked both. You Know You Want This by Kristen Rupinian. Such a bitchy collection of short stories. Keeping. This is my old copy of Catcher in the Rye. Also keeping this. I don't care what anyone says, I love Salinger. I read everything he wrote when I was younger. I think he's so funny, and I felt seen by his characters. Keeping both of these. Keeping my East of Eden. I'm gonna donate this. Perfume by Patrick Suskind. First Love by Turgenev and Minor Detail by Danya Shibli. I'm keeping both. This is one of my favorite books. I'm keeping it. Also really enjoy John Updike, Rabbit Run, so I'm keeping this. Morvern Callar. I think it's time for this to go. This is a very interesting book by Alan Warner. Brideshead Revisited by Yves Lenoir. I do have some reviews of this, I think from last year or 2 years ago. This is one of my favorite books. And it's a book I constantly think about, to be honest. I also annotated quite a lot, and it's one of those books that is great for annotating, or I don't know, practicing annotating. Keeping this, I should talk about this more. Summer by Edith Wharton, I'm gonna donate this. I did enjoy this, and it's one that I recommend quite a lot. However, can't forget that ending. I just think it's time for it to move on. Crying in H Mart by Michelle Zahner. I, of course, really liked this book. It hit a little bit too close to home, though, I will say. I'm gonna keep it for now. The Marriage Plot by Jeffrey Eugenides. This book gets a lot of hate for being pretentious and annoying. Guys, I loved this book. I read it a long time ago, so my feelings might change today, but I really enjoyed this. I never see people talking about this, and when I do, it's always to insulted. I don't know what that says about me, but I thought it was so much fun. Keeping. Oh my God, this gigantic book, The Magic Mountain by Thomas Mann. I did trudge my way through this. It took me a very long time. Death in Her Hands by Otessa Moshfegh. I'm gonna donate. I did like this, but I don't feel the need to keep it in my collection. I liked both of these. They didn't wow me, but I enjoyed reading them, and I like Otessa Moshfegh. Whenever she chooses, or if she chooses to publish another book, I'm gonna read it, but I don't feel I need those in my collection still. I added some more. These three I have copies of. Oh, I have a copy of this too, so I don't need that one. These two Pushkin sent to me. This is a newer reprint they did, and then this is the copy I already had. Maybe I'll keep the new one because it was nice of them to think of me and send it. I do think this one looks better than the new one, personally. Hey guys, it's a few days later. I think it's 2 or 3. I wasn't feeling too great, but I'm feeling much better now. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys, since I wasn't feeling too hot the last few days, I wanted to read something. How do I say this that doesn't sound demeaning? I wanted to read something that didn't require a lot of mental effort, something that was just compelling. So I started this book, which I bought a few months, 2 months ago, A Winter's Promise by Christelle Dabos. I showed this in a book haul, and a few of you said that you enjoyed it. Now that I've started reading it, I can see that I misunderstood what this book is. I found this in a staff pick section. Like, I didn't get it from the actual shelves, which are separated by category genre. This is definitely
YA, and I don't think these are strict categories. People can read whatever they want to read. However, so far I'm finding this a little bit boring for me. I'm only on page 91 out of like 500. I don't find the world building interesting or complex. However, I will say I find it very cute. It's very cute and easy to read, and I guess it's been a pretty good companion over the last few days. It's just a little bit boring. I'm hoping it picks up though, because I do think some people said the first quarter was not that interesting to them, but then it gets better towards the end. This is part of a series. I'm pretty sure there are 3 or 4 other books. As of right now, where I am, I don't think I have an interest in continuing the series. I do think I'll finish it, this book at least. So the main character is a young lady named Ophelia. She seems to be a quiet, studious, introspective type, and they live in this world that is made up of arcs, and I think they are these floating countries. In each country they have their own theme or powers. So Ophelia, she's able to make objects move or something, or to animate objects. On the back it says she has a talent for seeing into an object's past and the ability to travel through mirrors. Her family and this other group of people, I don't remember their name, they decide she's going to be part of a political marriage to this guy who's from another arc. His name is Thorn. He is very rude. Neither of them like each other, but I guess they're gonna get married. You could see where this is going. However, this is not romantic at all. I'm more interested in what the conflict is going to be. I don't know. It's cute. It was easy to read the last few days. I'll finish it, most likely. And I'm still reading The Loved and Envied by Enid Bagnold. The last few days I did not touch that at all. Speaking of this book, I moved locations because I felt like I needed to sit down. I was telling some of my friends that I don't feel excited or interested really in things anymore. And by things, I mean harmless entertainment. I see people talking about TV shows, and I try to watch these shows, normal people. I try to watch these shows, and for some reason, I just cannot muster the interest or care, and that really bothers me. I want to feel interested and excited by something that is harmless and fun, something distracting. Even reading this type of book, which is supposed to garner interest and, mild passion so that you stick with the characters and read the rest of the series, I don't feel that. Obviously, I enjoy reading and reading is my hobby, but I feel I have a different relationship to the books that I read compared to the books that I read now compared to like a fun, engaging, compulsive read that I had when I was younger. I'm analyzing the books that I read and I can be very cynical about them. Do you guys know what I'm saying? One of my friends told me as adults, we don't feel excited anymore. I don't know, that seems kind of sad. And not to bemoan this situation, I think it's nice for adults also to have momentary distractions that are fun and entertaining. My favorite person is here, the FedEx man. As a side note, I thought there was something wrong with my car this morning, so I had to call the mechanic at the car dealership. Never felt more dumb in my life while trying to explain what's going on with the vehicle. You guys, I got my needlepoint stocking back from the finisher. It's so cute. She did a great job. I can't believe I stitched all of that. I used the continental stitch, so it's not super impressive. That's your stocking, Lucy. No? No interest? Oh.
I just came back from a really cold walk. I don't know how to wear this hat. What's happening? I think I'm gonna change out my perfume tray. I think now is a good time to change out my fall perfumes for my specifically wintry ones. I'm keeping Hyper Musk in because this smells like minty, fresh snow. I'm keeping Orpheon too. Jo Malone's Scarlet Poppy. This smells like Christmas. Dulce by Rosie Jane smells like Christmas cookies, and also Horchata. Chocolate Greedy by Montal smells like hot cocoa, the powder. Cafea by Jill Sander I've talked about a lot. This is a great one for winter, I think. It is a resinous coffee vanilla scent. Wow, I've used a lot more of it than I thought. Dream by The Maker. This is vanilla and cinnamon butter. My number one December/holiday Christmas perfume is Lush's Turmeric Latte. Guys, oh, it's so good. I can't even express the joy I feel when I smell that. And this is so strong, you guys. I've had this for 2 years. Granted, I do only wear it in December, but I wear it every single day in December. It lasts and projects so well. I always get compliments. It smells so cozy and warm. I'm gonna bring in Mind Games Queening. This is similar to Hyper Musk. They're both light, airy vanillas that remind me of snow. But Queening and Hyper Musk, both of them you could wear all year actually, warm or cold weather. Ex Idolo's Love and Crime. This smells like chocolate and dried oranges, which reminds me of Christmas. Le Lion by Chanel. Beautiful resinous amber scent. Nothing Burns Like the Cold. And then Say Noel. This is a very polarizing one. It smells like a blown out match in a church. I like it. It's kind of witchy. I'm gonna bring in Sissitu, which is a warm sesame scent. It's not very sweet, which I like. I also have Commodities Iced, which I really love. I think the top note is frozen mango and spearmint, and that probably makes you think it's not suitable for winter, but it totally is. This smells like ice. It smells like snow. It smells like a snow day. I don't know how they've done it, but this is, to me, a winter scent. I just have it off to the side. Ta-da! I have been giving away a lot of my perfumes recently and downsizing my collection. But all of these here I do really love. And all of them I recommend for cold weather, December in particular, especially the holiday season. I also wanted to mention to you guys, last night I read more of A Winter's Promise. Now I'm on page 157. I think the last time I spoke about this, I said that it's kind of boring. And you know what? I stand by that. So far, it is very boring. And I went back and looked at the video I posted where I shared this in a haul to read, because I remember a lot of people, not a lot, a few people commented on this. So I wanted to see what they said. It seems that this is quite a popular one. People say that they love the intricate world building. So far, I'm not getting that it's intricate, but I also think it's because I don't know the ins and outs yet. This is a 4-book series, so I'm sure it grows to be more detailed. Someone did also comment saying that this is YA, but it's a translation from French, and they were saying in France they don't have YA as its own genre. Instead, it's all considered children's books, like I guess from the ages of 5 to, I don't know when YA would end, 18, 19? But then they were saying it was republished in France just as a fiction novel for anyone, not solely intended for children, which this isn't that important because I do think adults read YA novels too. They're allowed to, nothing wrong with that. But I wanted to add, even though I am still finding this boring, I'm also at the same time finding it very soothing to read. Soothing and easy to read. Because of that, I find it difficult to put down. Like last night I was so tired, but I just kept reading page after page anyways. It doesn't require a lot of mental energy. And so I guess I find that soothing. Also, I did mention before, it's cute. A lot of the books I read are about human suffering, complex human suffering, family dynamics, books that ponder the purpose of life and the existence of evil, topics that make people spiral. And you know what? This doesn't seem to have any of that. As of right now, it's very cute. She's living in a world that is not this one. I guess that's why I find this soothing. It's not about us and our futile existence. And I've been completely neglecting my other read, The Loved and Envied. think I'm gonna focus on finishing this first. I also really love that this is wintry. It's very cold and wintry there. So it's suitable for this current season. Totally unexpected with this title.